get in, it's rituals, eating baby hearts, sacrificing babies, drinking blood, being forced to have a community of all-sex relationships because all of them are forced into the home. You're married to him. It's not optional. You have to do it. They all do it. And they don't complain. They just know it. Anything churches, the rituals. They have these rituals where they bring in animals. And this weekend, pretty much all the groups had donkeys. And they force all the members to have sexual relations, bestiality with the donkey. Okay, you've been on my nerves for 2 months, you get the cat. And you've been on my nerves for a month, you get the dog. And you, the highest ranking of us all, you get the donkey. She chooses who gets what. And she forces them to be sodomized. They all do this, not just her. They force them to be sodomized by donkeys. They force them to perform fellatio on donkeys. And nobody gets away with it just because you're the president of the United States who goes to the Chicago ones where Penny Pritzker is in charge. Just because you're the president doesn't mean you get out. It means you have to give more. Because you've got the highest rate of all, and more abominable things are expected of you. What goes on? One of the biggest things you give up is any kind of humanity. It's nothing but about humiliation and degradation. You want more, you have to give more. You have to give up everything about what makes you human.
Here we have Beyonce recalling the time before she went to perform and how she felt something else come into her. Here we have the actor Jack Black, who admits to selling his soul to the devil on The Tonight Show. Here we have Katy Perry, who in an interview also admits to selling her soul to the devil. Here we have Roseanne, who says she made a deal with Satan. Here we have Kanye West, who was performing on stage and then suddenly told the audience he sold his soul to the devil. Here in this interview, we have Bob Dylan, who claims he sold his soul to the devil because he made a deal with the chief and commander of this world and another world we can't see. Here in this song called The Evils by Jay-Z, he says, "It gets dangerous. Money and power is..."
The image of a real drug dealer and a gangster when he used to be a prison guard.
I like the kill. I don't even know what to kill.
Yeah.
You know what about shooting people?
No, but you're teasing when you say you like to kill, right?
No, I'm not teasing. No, I used to like to kill.
He used to call me Colonel Depp. He said, "Colonel, we must produce this. We'll produce this together. And we are, And so that was the plan. Losing Hunter took me down because that these friends these mentors, these teachers, these father figures, these someone who you really. It was amazing to be accepted by them and to be loved by them. He dictated exactly the way he was going to live his life.
Or maybe he didn't care.
Oh, well, you couldn't give a rat's.
Yeah.
He really didn't.
So it didn't make any difference what planet. It was all going to be about him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As member 3 have become a cause celeb, how can you be absolutely sure that these 3 men are innocent?
If there was the tiniest sliver of doubt, I wouldn't be sitting here.
They're cold-blooded murders.
In your opinion, it doesn't add up that way.
In my opinion, and 24 jurors out of the state of Arkansas's opinion.
In West Memphis 3, convicted of a horrific crime, the murders of 3 8-year-old boys in Arkansas.
The little boys were found in a drainage ditch, mutilated and beaten to death.
The crime was believed to be part of a satanic ritual. Do you feel a sense of the clock ticking?
Oh, yeah.
Do you feel a sense of the clock ticking?
Oh, yeah.
You know that sometimes when someone from Hollywood takes a stand on an issue, he can be dismissed or sometimes accused of doing it for publicity.
Yeah, I'm a big publicity hound, me. If they try to make me squirm, that's nothing compared to what these guys have had to deal with for the last 16 years.
Christopher went to shy one. Michael Moore, he was going to be a police officer. Stevie, I'm so proud of him. He was an achiever. He was a very brilliant, wonderful baby. God bless me well.
The little boys were found in a drainage ditch, mutilated and beaten to death.
That's nothing compared to what these guys have had to deal with for the last 16 years.
You see, the entertainers, they have these crosses. This is a form of blasphemy, a form of deriding Christ.
The crime was believed to be part of a satanic ritual, so Damien Eccles, then 19, was sentenced to death.